And now on DWO1, the news with Boris Newsman and James Thorpe.
Hello and welcome to DWO News, on the hour, every hour. Extreme overspending during the redevelopment of the London Underground has today led to the government issuing funding cuts across the board, including drastic cuts to transport and essential emergency services. After 156 years of continuous operation, the Underground has today been closed for good following the Mayor's decision to withdraw funding. We're joined in the studio today by Frank Greene, a veteran London Underground driver and union representative who has been left in limbo as a result of the cuts. Mr. Greene, thank you for joining us today. How has the response been from the driver community?
It's bloody unbelievable! I have been working on the London Underground for 60 years and we've never had anything like this happen. I'll tell you what, ever since that Niles Kress started running things around here, things have gone to pot. A pig could run things better than him, and that's saying something. The sooner he resigns, the better.
Powerful stuff. In other news tonight, major redevelopments have begun in the southeast of the city. Constructed in the 1970s, the Powell estate has long been a target for planned demolition by the mayor. Though DWO News had heard that in this current budget crunch, it was not a priority. Many residents were left in uproar at the sudden appearance of the bulldozers this morning outside their homes. And we have heard that they are not, in fact, alerted to the construction plans and were still indoors when the demolition began. We now go over to James Thorpe, who I am told has, just arrived at the scene.
I'm standing here today at what is currently an ongoing crisis. Many people in this area of London were rudely awoken this morning by the sound of bulldozers approaching their house to the tune of Ride of the Valkyries by Richard Wagner. Residents quickly formed a protest outside these tower blocks in response to this seemingly unprovoked demolition. I'm now going to talk to resident Mr. Archie Dent about this ongoing nightmare. Mr. Dent, can you tell me what's going on?
Well, James, I awoke this morning to see a big bunch of construction blokes approaching my home, so me and some of my neighbours came out and laid down in front of them to stop them. They said they'd come to demolish our homes. Whatever this is the first I've heard about it.
I see. And would you be able to...
Hey! They started knocking my block down! Stop, you villains, you scoundrels, you cunt!
Desperate words from a desperate man.
Thank you, James. If I could just interrupt you there, I can confirm that our researchers here at DWO News have uncovered that this demolition was given the go-ahead by our mayor, Niles Kress, in the last 24 hours in spite of the budget cuts. We received word from a spokesperson explaining that the plans were apparently on display for several months in the local planning office. They have something to do with the view. What else have you been able to uncover, James?
I'm now standing here and oh my goodness, we've just witnessed a terrible disaster. I don't know if our drone cam is picking this up, but a terrible accident has occurred at the Olympic Stadium. I'm not sure what you can make out, but it seems that after demolishing the first tower, the stadium has been accidentally set alight by the construction crew. We can only assume there is going to be no response from the London Fire Brigade due to their ongoing strike when the mayor announced budget cuts earlier today.
James, this is a major incident. Are you able to tell us how this might have happened?
I'm sorry, Boris, but we're very much in the dark here. It seems that nobody has been hurt, luckily, as the construction crews are here with me dealing with the residents of the buildings. As far as I can gather from the crowd here, they are placing the blame squarely on Niles Kress. This is the newest in a long line of failures of the mayor's strong and stable leadership. I'm sorry, Boris, we're going to have to go back to you. A rather nasty mob is beginning to form and is marching northwards towards the mayor's office.
James Thorpe there, bravely on the scene of recent events in London. He is never one to shy away from the nitty-gritty of the truth. I'm just waiting to hear from our producers to find out what exactly is happening in southeastern London. If you're just joining us, a mob has broken out in South London following the botched demolition of the Powell estate. A failure by the demolition crew has led to the Olympic Stadium catching fire, and Kress's cuts to the public services have stopped any fire trucks from reaching the area. We're just waiting on our reporter in the field, James Thorpe, to make it to the mayor's office, where the mob is apparently headed. And James will hopefully be able to fill us in on what's happening on the ground and what the mayor has to say for it. Okay, I'm hearing now that James has secured a safe vantage point, so let's return. James?
Boris, it's simply too dangerous for me, the only valuable DWO news reporter, to approach the protesters down below, but I can confirm resentment is brewing. You may wonder how I managed to get up onto this roof so quickly, but the more pressing question, aside from the quality of the DWO news transport facilities, is how will Niles Kress respond to this chaos? It seems we do not have long to find out, as the mayor has appeared outside his residence. Let's try and join him below using our state-of-the-art drone technology.
People of London, I, your mayor, Miles Kress, am deeply so sorry for any hurt I have caused here today. But honestly, the truth is, the demolition of these horrific skyscrapers can only bring good things to London. Mainly that the view from my office window is not much nicer without them. I know you are all upset, I know, but do not fear. I have lost no public money on this reconstruction whatsoever. I had only my citizens' closest interests in mind. My government has funded this entirely with public service money that was never even being used.
You, sir, need to get out of office and allow someone else a chance to be the mayor of this city.
Oh, right. Okay, fine. You think you could do this job? Could you do it? Really? Yeah, right. Let's have an election. I'm the only politician here. Who you gonna vote for? Oh, that's right. Me. Vote Kress.
Sorry, we seem to have lost James there. If what we are just witnessing can be believed, it seems the mayor has announced he will run for re-election in an attempt to secure more funding for his Powell estate demolition project. This is an unprecedented move from a mayoral office and perhaps a desperate attempt for the incumbent Kress to gain trust after having never been officially elected by citizens. An attempt that I believe is likely a surefire win for Kress, with no other politicians in town to run against him. Okay, we are receiving a statement from the mayor's office about what just happened, and yes, it seems that they will be sticking to his word. A general election has been officially scheduled for the 13th of July. To confirm these highly unexpected events, Mayor Kress has called a general election on Saturday, the 13th of July, in order to subdue today's upset against his leadership. DWO News will work to bring you a live election night special during the event. Stay tuned to DWO1 for more updates as election fever rises.